Happy New Year, everybody. Eric Wilson with I Sell Health Incorporated. Been a while since we last spoke. Want to talk to you about this article that I read about 2 weeks ago. It's been bothering me ever since. Reading this article, it was in a publication. I think it was called Mother Jones, something along those lines. Uh, Article was talking about. We've heard the people on TV say how many policies were canceled, how many plans were canceled under the Obama law. They say over 5 million plans were canceled, and quite honestly, if you hear 5 million plans were canceled, that probably means 15 to 20 million people were canceled, because most policies that are canceled are not just a single plan. My plan was canceled. It was a Blue Cross Blue Shield of Illinois plan, and they ended up trying to reinstate it after the fact, but that's neither here nor there. Mine was a policy of three. Maybe 2 weeks ago, I wrote a family in Indiana, two separate families. One was a family of three, one was a family of five. So there was just an error being counted right at the end of the year. It was like the last day that their policy was in force, and before I had to rewrite them out. So either way, just a couple of examples there. But the point was, this article was talking about Michelle Malkin's plan when she said that whole thing. I think it was called "The President Lied, My Plan Died," something along those lines. Ms. Malkin had a health savings account, as did I. It was not a junk plan. This article, the author of this article, kept talking about how these plans were junk plans, they were being canceled, and Ms. Malkin's plan was a junk plan, and people in Florida had their policies canceled, a lot of them were junk plans. Let's get this straight. She also referenced a company who did specialize in limited benefit plans and the trouble that they got in, and said they were junk plans. Now, there is a difference between a limited benefit plan and a health savings account. A health savings account is a high deductible health plan, really designed with common sense involved. You pay for everything up to the deductible, and then it covers 100%, and you can pull money out of your savings account to help pay for that. You set up a separate savings account to take care of those things. That makes a lot of sense. The current plans actually that are out now, like the plan that they offered me, Blue Cross offered me to replace my health savings account with a $5,200 family deductible with only a $12,700 family deductible. Now you tell me which one made more sense. Oh, and they were also going to jack my premium up almost double from where it was. So tell me how I was better off with that plan. But nonetheless, this company was saying Ms. Malkin's plan was a junk plan, and these plans that were written, these limited benefit plans are junk plans. There's a difference between a limited plan and a health savings account. A limited benefit plan is just what it says. It has limits. It may pay $1,500 a day for chemotherapy, for example, and if your chemo treatment is $2,000, well, you're on hook for $500. There is a downside that there are risks involved. There's a place for them in the marketplace. Some people can't afford a major medical plan, and having a limited benefit plan is better than having no insurance at all. So there is a place for it. I can see why you may want them stopped, because they're confusing. People don't understand why they got paid. However, there is a difference between the two. The other thing that bothered me about the article was another article I read in there, which kept saying it was a separate day, separate article, separate author, same publication. It came up on Google. That's how I saw it. Talk about insurers can no longer cancel you for getting sick. It's been that way, guys. Read HIPAA since 1996. All right, you can't be canceled once you get sick. You could be denied coverage. You can apply for insurance and be denied if you had a medical condition, but you could be canceled or kicked off once you had insurance, unless they did at one point have maximums, like lifetime maximum. So if you had $1 million maximum or $2 million or $5 million maximum, then yes, if you exceeded your $5 million or your $1 million or $2 million, then yes, I could see that happening. You were not being kicked off because you were sick. You hit the lifetime maximum. That could happen. I mean, especially if you're a young person with a serious illness, an ongoing illness, that could happen. But let's not confuse limited plan. Let's not confuse being canceled by the insurance companies. The only time you can ever get sometimes they have policy called policy rescissions, which a policy rescission was if you lied on your application or misled on the application, and it was for a condition that you would not have been issued for anyway. So just want to clear that air. That thing's been bothering me for a while there, so I thought I'd put it out there. The difference between a limited plan and a health savings account. Yes, my plan died as well, Ms. Malkin. I was able to find another plan with United Healthcare that was being offered before everything kicked in, so I was fortunate for that. I have at least coverage for at least another year to figure out what happens. But just want to try to get the truth out there. Again, Eric Wilson, I Sell Health Incorporated. You can read this on my blog at isellhealth.com. It's also an Examiner on examiner.com. You can look up I Sell Health on examiner.com and see the article there. Have a great day.